ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking back hits. Subscribe for real fast.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Diamond Select Toys action figure review on the Ghostbusters 2 movie deluxe slime blower Winston. I gotta give a big thanks to Diamond Select Toys for sponsoring this YouTube channel and sending out this product to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from DST, check the link in the description below. And it looks like we're getting a whole bunch of accessories right over here. It looks pretty cool so far. You can see Winston right there on the side with the Ghostbusters 2 logo. And then on the back you can see some other Ghostbusters 2 figures, and then you can see the whole Build a Firehouse right over there. Collect all 15 figures to build it. There's a read up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. Nothing going on the side or the top or the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Winston out of the packaging, and this figure looks awesome. I really like the amount of details that we're seeing throughout on this, especially with the slime blower and the slime blower tank right there. I think that is great. I love the decals and everything that they have throughout over here. I think that looks really cool. We'll get a closer look at that in a second. This figure also comes with some awesome accessories, so let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll get a closer look at Winston. So here are the accessories that we get for Winston. You can see that we get the slime blower slime, we get these two sets of interchangeable hands, a walkie-talkie, and the Build a Firehouse piece right here. So this is just the window piece that's probably going to sit right on top of the doors. I think that's how that's going to sit, so that's pretty cool. I will add this later on, but looking at this right here, we have the head on the stick from the train tunnel scene, and this is awesome. I love this right here. That looks so great. I love all the red right here. It has some black mixed in there. We get some beautiful dry brushing throughout on it. A little bit of a little extra green slap right over there on the back of the hair, but I mean, come on, man, that is just too beautiful. I love that. That was a really cool scene. I also love that scene because there's this moment where Egon's like yelling like right into the face of one of the heads. I thought that was great. I love that you could even see the vertebrae right over here. That's really good looking. And then for the hands, these actually hinge side to side, so you get the side to side motion with these gripping hands for the slime blower, and then you get these open hands right here, which you could also use for holding the slime blower, but yeah, these hinge up and down instead. And then looking at the walkie-talkie, it's the same walkie-talkie that we've seen before, and he does have the holster for the walkie-talkie right here, which is kind of tricky to get into right now just because the slime blower is in the way, but yeah, there that goes. But yeah, looking at the slime itself, oh, that is awesome. I love it. I think it looks great. Very, very cool. Now they made this all with clear plastic and it's painted over right here, but I think it looks really good. It kind of has that translucent vibe to it just a little bit, and I think that just really works for this slime. I don't know, maybe you could see there's just a little bit tiny better like that. Now one little gripe I do have with this is that this little peg right here did pop off on me, so be careful with that when you plug it into the slime blower. So, you know, you could port it in there, but it's not going to come back out, see? And then this peg gets stuck right here, so I always have to kind of like bite this and take it out if I want to have pictures, you know, without him using the slime blower. One thing I really liked about Ghostbusters 2 is that I feel like we get an initiation process for Winston in this movie, and I don't know, I gotta say, I love that train scene. One of my favorite lines for Winston throughout the whole movie was when Ray tells him that that line had been closed down for the last 50 years, right after Winston hears the train, and he just looks at the camera and goes, oh. I thought that was awesome. That whole scene in general, and I don't know, I always liked Winston, but this is a good looking head sculpt, man. I think they did a good job with this. I think they captured the likeness. I can't remember the actor's name off the top of my head right now. Ernie Hudson, my bad. Oop, not Ed. What the hell was I talking about? Yeah, this is a good looking head sculpt once again. I think the mouth looks a little bit weird. You got a little turtle lip going on right there in the very front, but that's my only real gripe with the head sculpt. So I'm digging that, and again, you know, all the decals and everything and the deco on this figure looks really good. I like the caution right here. We got some stickers and stuff. That looks really nice. And we get the emergency or the warning stripes right there. A bit of scuffage on there. Looking on this side right here, some caution stickers. It says no handle at the very top. Then you get the Ghostbusters 2 symbol right there on his shoulder, which looks great. On his arm anyway. And I like how this whole strap thing works. I haven't tried taking this off at all. I have no desire to do that. I really don't want to remove any of this stuff. I like that he has all of it on here. I don't know, maybe I would take this off if anything, you know, but that would be for like a specific setup with the rest of the Ghostbusters, right? And then, yeah, so I thought this was pretty neat. And yeah, Ray also had the slime blower too at the end when they're sliming the Statue of Liberty. I think the slime blower itself looks really nice with this bright silver paint right here. The strap works out pretty good too. So overall, man, it just looks really nice with all these details throughout and everything. I'm really digging it. And then we get some nice wear with the pants and everything, or his whole jumpsuit has it on there. So I like that. Add some detailing. You get the clear tube running all the way through. I don't know what that's for. Maybe a urine tank thing. I can't remember. And then his boots look pretty awesome as well. Like the little zipper that we're seeing right there on the side of the boots. We get some nice looking laces right here too. And then he does have pegs at the bottom of his feet. I am going to give a gripe about the feet sculpt right here. I don't like how this was. It makes the figure a little tricky to stand if the heel isn't even with the ball of the foot right there. These 2 points need to be even for the figure to stand a little better. So yeah, that's one of my bigger gripes about the figure is that, yeah, I don't like that. I wish this was a lot more flush. Same thing with this foot too. It's like that on both of them. So to go over the Winston articulation, you can move his head up just the tiniest bit, but it still moves up some. You can move his head downward. You also get side-to-side motion and good head pivoting right there. You can move the shoulders outward. You can move them down. You can rotate forward and all around 360. You get a single jointed elbow and you get the rubbery elbow pads right there. So it doesn't quite meet 90 degrees. You also get rotation right there. We already went over the wrist articulation. They all swivel and then, the different hinges. We have a diaphragm joint right here, which is tricky to move without moving that waist swivel. So you can move that diaphragm joint and it doesn't really want to pivot too much, but it will move, and it does crunch forward and back not as much. And again, we do get a waist swivel right here, and then the hips move outward pretty far, and he can kick forward that much and back a little bit, upper thigh cut. We get strong double jointed knees, and then the ankles do move down. You can move them up a little bit, and he does have ankle pivot. Measuring out this Winston figure, you can see that he's standing at about 7.5 inches tall, well, to the top of the tank anyway, I guess. To the top of his head, he's right at 7 inches. And then here's Winston next to my other Diamond Select Toys Ghostbusters 2 figures. We have Egon and we have Ray. The only one I'm missing is Peter, which is my favorite Ghostbuster. Yeah, I think he's most people's favorite Ghostbuster. And then here's Winston next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Negative Spider-Man. Huh, Winston, the fake Ghostbuster. You're not a real Ghostbuster, man. You only showed up and counted as a Ghostbuster in part 2. Yeah. I gotta thank you guys once again for watching my video. I really do appreciate it, especially when you guys watch these videos from the beginning to the end, or if you watch them at all, because they don't always show up in the subscription boxes. So please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and be sure to check in on the channel every now and then on your own, just in case you missed any of the videos, because YouTube just doesn't always act kindly to the authors out there that provide YouTube videos for you guys. So anyway, I appreciate it when you guys watch. This figure right over here, it is pretty awesome. I really like it quite a bit. I like the effects, but I also have my little gripes and everything too, as I mentioned, like with the boots and that whole, effect piece, kind of having that peg, come off on me, but I can super glue that pretty easily. That's not that big of a gripe. So I'm giving this a sud rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below what you think of this figure and what you think of the review. If you'd like to see the latest in toy news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on the social media, be sure to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. Links to everything in the description below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face is shot.